Self-doubt does emerge once in a while. You develop mechanisms to look at the worst-case scenario.
How could I do this, or should I have done something different?
Deep inside me, I'm always very paranoid.
You are allowed to have self-doubts about everything else.
I think the self-doubt comes when some of the decisions I've taken have not given me the outcomes that I thought they would. At that time, you become mentally a little more fragile that, how could I do this, or should I have done something different? And then you turn to your senior partners for counsel.
Well, in a large institution like this, problems are coming your way every day, and a lot of them are unexpected problems. Self-doubt does emerge once in a while. But when you've seen it for such a long period of time, you develop mechanisms to look at the worst-case scenario and then work off from there. That, okay, this is the worst that can happen. Everything from here is an upside. And then you start looking for solutions and how to, solve the problem and remove that self-doubt rather than saying, oh, there's a self-doubt, what do I do?
I think I'm always paranoid. So I might come across as very confident, somebody who makes a lot of visionary and bold statements, and I really act on them. At the same time, I think deep inside me, I'm always very paranoid. And as someone said that all the extempore speeches were well prepared, I think I'm one of those. I'm very, very paranoid all the time,
Yeah, I think you just accept it. First, there will be self-doubts. As I said, it's a probabilistic world. There are multiple approaches. Don't doubt your values. So over the last, or 28 years of Edelweiss, we have never changed our values because we don't doubt our values. So if our values say the things we value, that this is how we'll do things, but your style can change, your approach can change. So as long as you don't have doubts about your values, you are allowed to have self-doubts about everything else. Even criticism, the constant thing to ask is, what do you learn from it? So like one of the other paradigms I've learned over the years in Edelweiss, as a leader, I always look at the past and I always look at the future, and it's inevitable. When you look at the past, there will be regrets and mistakes and things which didn't work out, which is right. You should introspect on that. But if you only do that, then it is more like rumination. It is more like you are just constantly rethinking that. You have to end that phase by saying, what did I learn?
So my boss gave me a very fine mechanism to cover self-doubts or any conflict of interest. In the life, there are 4 quotients. The first is Ram quotient, where objectives and means to achieve those objectives are dharmic, noble, pious. Do the right thing for the right goals. But we are all living in Kali Yuga. So there is a Krishna quotient, where goals are always right, but means to achieve those goals sometimes could be shortcuts. So never compromise on the goal, but if you have to take a shortcut a while, then do it. The third and fourth quotient, never go there. The third is Duryodhan quotient. Duryodhan's goals were always wrong, but the means to achieve those goals were right. So never adopt a right route for a wrong goal. And then finally it is Ravan quotient. Goals are wrong, means are wrong, disaster. Never venture there. So always try to figure out, am I in Ram quotient? Am I in Krishna quotient? If yes, go ahead and do it. If you are in Duryodhan or Ravan quotient, stay away from it.